Hey guys, BMAN here. How are you guys doing today? Today we've got an awesome one for you guys. What we have today is I've gone in and I show you guys me going in, unlocking Golden Enigma on this gun right here in the same game as going into the Act 4 portal and doing that Act 4 mission where I killed the Act 4 worm, and in the same game I set my tombstone before going into all of that so that the items that I used that game were not used up and they stayed in a tombstone for me in the very next game, because I also set my tombstone that game as well as that successful exfil to unlock the camo. The very next game I've come in with the Gold Enigma camo on my gun and my tombstone is there for me to have max money and all of my items out of my tombstone again the very next game, guys. It's absolutely broken, it's absolutely awesome, and you can do this solo. With that said, guys, get down there, smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're not already, leave me an awesome comment, and let's get straight into this. Okay guys, for this one, I am going to show you guys two methods in one here, okay? So, for this, what you need to know, no matter what method you're doing, if you have a tombstone on the map already, go to that tombstone and crumble it. It needs to be crumbled for you to be able to set another tombstone. Go and crumble it. Now, whether you're solo or whether or not you're doing this with friends and you want to set your tombstone at the start of the map or later on, it does not matter. Go along and drink tombstone. Now, at this point, you can have the option, if you're wanting to set your tombstone at the start of the map so you can use all the items this game and still have them next game, you now want to go down, get down, bleed out, and plea. Then you need to be revived. If you're solo and you don't have a buddy to do this step and you don't want to rely on someone else, you don't have to do this step. It just means that you won't be able to use your items until after you've gone into the dark ether, okay? So if you're skipping this step and you're solo, all you will do is you will drink tombstone perk and you will have it active when you go into the dark ether later on. But for me, I'm showing you how to do this one so you can set your tombstone at the start, and this is where my tombstone will be next game, okay? Because I'm setting it here. My teammate, after me being down with the tombstone perk active, going down, bleeding out, and being revived, I now have a tombstone set for next game. I just need to see the eliminated screen. So now, all of the stuff that I have on here is disposable for this game, or I could exfil with it on the successful exfil we're going to get and duplicate the items, but we can go along and I can actually give all the money back to my buddy and he could go along and set it into his tombstone. For this game, my buddy's not coming in with us, but we'll get into that later. Now, for this, I need to go along, and now after doing my tombstone, I can use my items because I'll have them already on my tombstone next game to go along and unlock my camo, because I'm trying to unlock gold camo for this. So I'll need to get the kills to be able to unlock the gold camo. So go along at this point and do your camo to unlock your camo. Do what you need to do to be able to get it unlocked, and then so that all you need to do is get a successful exfil to be able to unlock your camo. Now, at this point, guys, I will go over further later on in the video about another way that's going to be able to be easier for you to do this, which won't involve going into the Act 4 where you have to actually defeat the worm. For this method that you're going to see right here, I go into Act 4 and I have to defeat the worm in Act 4 to be able to get the exit portal, okay? Now, if you don't want to do that and you have a buddy who has the sigils to be able to go in and the ability to open the portals for the sigil dark ethers, you do not need to defeat a worm to get out of those ones, and it will be way easier for you to use those. I'll go over that at the end of the video. But for this one, I'm using the Act 4 mission and I'm doing it solo. So my buddy is not going to come in. They just want to reset their tombstone. They were only in here to help me. So at this point, my buddy leaves party and they go off, drink tombstone and go and drown, and they have done their part. I'm just solo. solo. So if you were solo this whole game, all you've done is drunk Tombstone, and you're about to come along and do this step with Tombstone perk active, and you're about to set your Tombstone with all the items you'll have on you. If you set your Tombstone earlier, you don't want to have Tombstone perk active right now. You've already drunk the Tombstone perk. Now, at this point, we're going into the Dark Ether. You need to shoot the symbols that you see me shooting in the order that you see me shooting them, not their location where they are. Take note of the symbols I'm shooting and shoot in that order. Once you shoot the symbols, pull out your Juggernaut killstreak so you can run faster and run to the Act 4 portal and start the timer for the vote timer. Then you need to be fast and you need to hightail sprint it all the way back to that portal that you just activated. You need to be fast with this step here, so make sure you're using your tack sprint and have a Juggernaut kill streak out so that you can run faster. Get all the way there, and we want to be... This is simple. I've made other videos on this, but you just want to go through there. But this time, we are not closing app on the portal. So you come through here, you want to jump through the window of this building here, pull out your Jug kill streak and keep sprinting out. You're aiming to get on the out of the barrier at the 7-second mark. So you come along, and 2 seconds left of the vote, you activate the vote and going in. And then as you see here, when it gets to about 7 seconds is when you're trying to get into this death barrier. Done correctly, you will see the eliminated screen before you portal like this. Do not close app. We used to close app there, but for this method, you do not close app. You allow it to load into the Dark Ether. As you see here, we load into the Dark Ether. We got the eliminated screen, so we lost the perks that we had. You will lose your perks, but don't worry, guys. Having perks is not that important in the Dark Ether. In this one, at least, it's not that important. You'll be able to go through here, and I was able to complete all of this solo with no perks and everything. Easy as, guys. So you won't really have much trouble doing this if you're having trouble with this. And again, you'll be able to use the other ethers that don't actually require you to do anything, as long as you've got a buddy in your team that has the ability to activate those portals. If you're solo, you'll have to use this method right here, and you will have to kill the worm to be able to pull this off. But guys, hey, something's better than nothing, right? So come through here, and you'll have to break all the seals, and then after you've broken all the seals and that, you'll have to go through, and it will say leave the Dark Ether. When you go down to the beach, be aware, this is where the worm is going to come up, okay? But don't worry, I got you covered. You can do this worm real simple, real easy. Come down to the beach, activate the worm coming out, and then just hightail it straight up to here. You'll see some scaffolding up here, okay? The only thing that will really hurt you a little bit from this point is going to be a couple orbs. But pretty much even orbs don't really get up here. Not very many will. And a few zombies, not many will. From up here, you're going to be able to just absolutely destroy this worm with ease. You won't have to worry about its laser attacks or anything. And when the worm goes underground, you just shoot the underground like this to stop it healing. When it goes underground like that is when it's healing. So if you're worried about the worm out healing your damage, make sure you shoot it when it goes underground to bring it back up so it does not get to heal. Aim at those purple glowing things, and this worm is not as hard to defeat as the red worm and all of those other worms. So this one isn't that hard, and you should be able to do this quite easy solo. Just aim at the purple things, and as you see, he doesn't really even attack you over here. So you'll be able to go through, you'll be able to defeat the worm, and if he goes down, as you see here, when he goes in the ground, he heals, but just bring him back out of the ground before he heals too much, and you'll have him dead in no time, guys. Simple as, easy as. This is how you can get through Act 4 easily. And remember, we keep our Tombstone. We're getting gold in the ENIGMA camo. We're getting the diary to be able to open up the other portals and everything. So we've got the diary, and on top of that, we even got us an awesome weapon case. Now, remember from this point, guys, you're not closing app. We are doing a successful exfil, so you're able to watch this whole cutscene and everything, and you do not close app, guys. I'm not going to show the whole cutscene for just because in case something happens with YouTube not liking me showing that cutscene. But with that said, just know that you at this point you do not Do not quit app or anything. Let that full cutscene play out. I've just cut the majority of it out, but as you see here, after the cutscene, you will get a successful EXFILL screen. After the successful EXFILL screen, you keep all of your insured weapon. So if I've got another video on how to duplicate up your insured weapon. If you'd done that when we went down at the start and I had dropped it out and duplicated it up, I could have EXFILLed with a contraband copy of my insured weapon as well. The insured weapon does not go onto timer or anything. We have set our tombstone. We've got everything. As you see right here, we have the golden ENIGMA camo unlocked. We've got a tombstone set for the next game. We've unlocked the diary from the Act 4 mission and everything, guys. We've got it all completed and everything. Now, and we practically done that solo. You can do that solo, everything you've seen done there solo. The only part that you can't do solo for that is actually setting your tombstone at the start of the game. With your solo, you will set it when you get that eliminated screen as you're going into the portal instead. But that's the only difference. Now here, as you see, we can stash the diary. Simple as, easy as. If it's in the final slots, all we had to do was swap it out for a sigil and then swap to an operator with a small backpack and swap back. And as you see, that still works. We were able to successfully stash the diary even though we're over limit. We load into the next game and our sigil, our tombstone is there with our money, with everything, and you can see I have a charm that has the date and the time on it, so you can see there's been no funny business. It's the very next game that we just done from the Dark Ether. Here's our tombstone on the map and everything. We have golden ENIGMA camo unlocked, no funny business, nothing. With that said, guys, get down there, smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're not already, leave me an awesome comment, and keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching my videos. As you guys see, we've got our money back. We've got all our items that we used. We used our dog bone, our golden armor, and we've still got them. But we used them to get this golden camo, and we've still got them. Simple as, easy as. Get out there and get your camos. Before you go, I'll touch on that last, the Sigil Dark Ether. Those that want to use the Sigil Dark Ether instead of having to go through the Act 4 worm and kill the Act 4 worm, you can do it, but it will not be solo. That will have to at least have somebody to help you do this, and what you would do with this is only one of you would be doing it to be able to successfully exfil. The other person helping you would not successfully exfil, okay? So it's a two-man process. This person here is not exfilling. This person here is doing the camo grind, okay? What this person does is grinds out the camo so that all they need to do in this game is exfil. This person here needs to have a sigil to be able to open the sigil portal. This person here is waiting over at the edge of the map, right at the dead zone on the edge of the map. They get this person, they ask them to put the sigil into the portal and activate going into the portal. They will vote and vote yes. Both of yous will wait until that you get 7 seconds to go into the portal, and when it says 7 seconds to going in is when you walk off out of bounds. You will wait for the death barrier to eliminate you. You will get the eliminated screen, and both of you will go into the Dark Ether Sigil portal, which has a portal on the rooftop in the Dark Ether that you can just run to be able to exfil. You will be able to do that as the person that's unlocking gold camo. You can go straight to that portal in the Dark Ether and exfil successfully. Your buddy who actually didn't get eliminated when they activated this Dark Ether portal will have Tombstone perk active at this time, and this is where they set their tombstone. So they want to be holding everything to set in their tombstone when they come into the Dark Ether. They will get down and get eliminated in the Dark Ether with the tombstone perk active, and they will set their tombstone the next game. So they won't lose anything at all for helping you. You will go right through the Dark Ether. You will be able to successfully exfil, because like you've seen in this video, if you get that eliminated screen when you go in, you will be able to set your tombstone in the previous game. You will be able to successfully exfil and unlock your Dark Ether camos and everything, and you will not have to defeat a worm. That method will be possible, but it will be with duos, okay? So you guys can get down there, let me know in the comment section, anybody that tries that out, and let me know how that goes for you. But obviously, as a solo player, I'm not doing that method, and I wanted to show you guys the Act 4 mission. With that said, guys, get down there. Smash that like button. Keep being awesome. Leave me an awesome comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. BMAN,